Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on, YouTube user? Thank you for your donation. Queen of Wands, RK, Scorpio, Michelle, Tracy, and Alexandra. Welcome back. How is everybody doing tonight? We got Monday. It is Monday. We're having a good time. So we are having a great time, actually. Noah, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Noah, let me know what your question is. I appreciate you. All right, let's start off the questions tonight with YouTube user. Did the interview with Owen, well, so how did it go? Did it go pretty good? Did you feel pretty confident about it? Like when you left there, were you like, yes, I scored that? Because sometimes interviews can be confusing. They go quite well. You're thinking, guaranteed I have this. I've had many interviews where I thought, like, guaranteed I got that. Like, I answered all the questions correctly. They did some questions to stump me. I answered those correctly. And then you never get a call back. And you're like, what's going on? I answered literally every one of those things absolutely correct. So I'm like, what's going on? Maruta got the cards today. That is fantastic. Maruta, hope you enjoy it. And yeah, you do. Okay, you love them so much. There you go. That's all you need in life is extra cards. And thank you for your donation. I appreciate you too. All right, let's go. King of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Nine of Swords. There is a level of things to be concerned about here. The Nine of Swords being in this does bring about like some concern, or there is something maybe red flagged about it, you know, where you're just like, this is not perfect. Maybe this is not 100% where I need to be with this. Ideally, would I like to have a definitive decision now rather than later kind of thing? I mean, I think that's it. Right? I think that's it. But overall, I really think that you're riding in with the Six of Wands does bring about the success that you need in the situation. So King of Wands, the Six of Wands, they're both sort of in that mode of fiery action where the fire is up there, the excitement is there, the potential's there. And I do think that that brings you into the next realm of, you know, kind of, yeah, this is something that I did. I do think that it's going to be a hiring process for me. And overall, I think that's going to be positive, absolutely positive. So that's what you need. That is what you need. So overall, I think that is a thumbs up indeed, because I mean, you do have a lot of good things here, a lot of positive sort of feels, a lot of good fiery aspects, nice wands in there. Bartman, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. But it just feels like, though, that there is something else that you do have a red flag with. There's something to be concerned about there. But, you know, overall, I wouldn't worry about it. If the wands win, the wands win. Dice, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. A YouTube user also wants to know, all right, I mean, December. Wow, December. Life's really hard right now. Planning to disappear. What? Planning to disappear for a while. Okay. You're planning to disappear for a while. Life is difficult. What kind of things are we looking for in the month of December? Let's get a good card for that. And go with my deck. I did use my deck earlier for a couple of private readings, so I need to reorganize. I put it together wrong. Okay, I put it together wrong, and now it's put together correctly. Let's get a good level of shuffling up in here and see what's going on in December. How's life going to look? Like, what kind of things can we expect and all this other stuff, right? Julie, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. What does M want to tell me but has not yet? Julie, you're in the queue. Thank you so much for your generous donation. I appreciate you. All right. Let's go with that. Life will look like emotionally, career, love, everything. Like, what's going on? What kind of things can we dip into and kind of get some hints over here for stuff? Having a bit of a difficulty, but can this difficulty be worked out by December? December's a long way off. So I think that's relatively easy. The Five of Cups is a level of disappointment that we do have. I think we're taking things too hard. I mean, it feels like we're taking things too hard. You see that with the Hanged Man. Right now, you're just looking at things from a perspective that's making life difficult. It's making life more poignant than it usually would be. Julie, thank you for your other donation. But that Hanged Man, it does point to just this feeling of, I'm looking at things wrong. I am getting things kind of negative right now. It's almost like that you're on a roll with emotion. So you know, things are going like this and you're taking it badly, and then you're thinking about something negative, you're thinking about something else negative, and it's sort of piling up, a little bit of a 10 of Wands kind of feel here, right? King of Wands says you are trying too much. You are expecting too much. Reiki and Linda, welcome to the stream. How y'all both doing tonight? But that King of Wands says, I'm trying too hard, I'm expecting too much, and I'm not really getting the immediate results, the big results that I've kind of expected, I was hoping for, I was looking for, whatnot. Overall, you're just leading yourself into this disappointing spiral where you're just looking at things, it's disappointing, it's not exciting, it is in sort of that. So it just feels like that we're sort of moving in that direction of, you know, self-fulfilling kind of negativity here that needs to be released, it needs to be removed and whatnot. But I mean, there is a level of perspective that you could take that's going to make it a lot better, basically, than what you're currently sort of dealing with. Anyway, emotionally, career love. Career-wise, we do look like that we get the other job. I think that's the big thing you were looking for. We're looking for this new job. We're going to get the new job. The new job is going to be out there. You know, that's something where I think once you get that, once you find out that it is going to be pretty stable and whatnot by December, I think that's a lot of relaxation, a lot of weight off of your shoulders. Not going to be a problem at all. Ace of Wands says we are moving towards that new job, that new opportunity and whatnot there. Overall, as far as love feels, it just feels like nothing goes right in love. You're having a level of difficulty in love, and you're going to have to sort of burn through it, right? So like, you know, when you're having when you're out gambling or what have you, and you're playing blackjack and you just have a few rounds of bad hands, you know, you got to get up from the table and you got to walk off from the table and take a little break. I think that's what you're doing, right? When you're having a bad hands and blackjack and it seems like the next one is bad, the next one is bad, you got to get up. You can't sit there and just take money loss after money loss after money loss after money loss and hope it gets better. I think that's what you're doing. You're like, let me take a little bit of a break. Let me just sort of take a deep breath and look at things from a different perspective and kind of think, Mike, thank you for your donation. But overall, temperance says things balance out. Things balance out with love. It seems they're on the extreme now, but trust me, things balance out. Everything is just not going to be, you know, that bad at the end. By December, I think a lot of things are cleaned up, right? When we do get the new job, we do have a level of steadiness that's around us and whatnot. I think that's going to be a little bit better off overall for you, at least in my opinion. We're going to go to PayPal. PayPal has a nice read over there. PayPal has where is it? Noah wants to know on PayPal. Noah's be like, hey, there's a girl I have a crush on at work. My dating life has been terrible so far. What will become of this new crush at work? Is that going to be a thing? Can we turn this crush into a beautiful relationship, just like we have a beautiful tarot tower? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Can we turn a new crush into a beautiful relationship? Like we turned some foam board into the tarot tower. Maybe. Modern Love Tarot says maybe. V, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's see what we can do here. Now, got a new girl at work we got a crush on. We could be in love. And that's what you need to really get a good refresh out there. Just get in the love, get a good refresh, get some opportunities, get something new and exciting, you know, so we look forward to. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. But yeah, just sort of see where that is going to go indeed. All right, Judgment, Four of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Imp. I mean, the crush doesn't look too bad. I think the crush would like you indeed. I think there's a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities, a lot of fun and cool stuff that could happen from this. But Four of Swords is not right now. you definitely need to take it easy with the crush. We don't want to. You don't want to go all in with the crush right now. You don't want to just sort of dive in there and be like, "Ooh," you just kind of want to take it easy. But Four of Swords is a delay card. The reason we say that, normally the Four of Swords, I'm not going to say, "Yo, it's a delay card every time," but it's right next to the Judgment, the Rebirth, the Reincarnation, the Queen of Swords. You're going to get a bad reaction. You're just going to get a bad reaction from this individual. It feels like just take it easy. Your window of opportunity will open up. It's not open now, is what I'm saying. So what will become of it? Definitely ease up. Just be friendly, smile, kind of show very light level of interest. Don't just go don't just go full ham in. The Four of Swords says, let's wait a little bit. Let's do some planning, do some stress. It's almost like that if you approach it at work and you're like, yo, let's do
music to make love to.
I just don't think that's going to work. But if we wait, it's almost like maybe we have an after work party, or maybe there's an event or something, and we sort of run into her there. And then that would be sort of an open window, more a social event, something like this, right? Josephina, thank you for your donation. But that Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation says we get another chance. We get an opportunity. It's going to be a nice, clean opportunity where it is something that we can sort of get into, we can look forward to, and we can express our interest at that time, and then all of a sudden there's a lot better chances of making things happen. Queen of Swords says you're just not going to get a good reaction right now. Empress kind of seals the deal. It says there are some distinct and very good possibilities here. If we can coordinate this, if we can sort of get this in the right mode at the right time, I think it's looking very good indeed. Overall, we can do the Heart of Hearts for this. Any relationship reading that's got an Empress jammed in there, especially at the end, is just looking clean. It's looking clean. And you got to go to the rest of the reading just to kind of see, what the temperature is. Because you do got to take kind of people's temperature. That sounds bad. You know what I'm saying? You do kind of got to approach people at the right time when the temperature is right, kind of thing. Anyway, in the event that B reconciles, what would they say? And should I still be friends with them? Oh my. They're going to reconcile. Let's see if we get a reconciliation in here with can we do with a Pixel Tarot? Ooh, I think so. I do believe that the Pixel Tarot is up there. It is an opportunity there. Anyway, let's see what's happening. What is going on with the Pixel Tarot? Oh, in the event that B reconciles, what are the chances of that? Ugh. Let's see. The Tower. Oh, geez. Oh, Jesus. I think there's a level of reconciliation. Definitely not a full reconciliation. It's definitely not one of those where I'm going to go into IKEA and I'm just going to buy $1,000 worth of reconciliation. You know what I mean? Neve, welcome. Good to see you. But the Tower, right? There's a level of destruction that's happened here. We need to rebuild. And that's one of the reasons that we have the Tower. It's one of the meanings of the Tower that I just hammer in over and over and over. You just got to look at the Tower and say, it does not always mean that everything is crumbling. It could mean that everything is already crumbled and all the bricks are on the ground from the Tower. The storm has subsided and, we just need to rebuild. Now, the 8 clearly says that we've walked away from that for a while. And I think that's a good message here. And that's okay, too. We've walked away from a reconciliation for a while. In other words, it's not something where everything crumbled and all of a sudden we immediately rebuilt it, right? Like ants, when you step on the ant mound and they start rushing around trying to rebuild it immediately. Lower and Pooya, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, the Tower says we let it crumble down and we walked away. So the bricks are still there. We can rebuild it. This is something that is quite possible. And that's where we have the Queen of Swords. I think a reconciliation is going to be something that does come about. You have an Ace of Swords. I need to communicate and I need to reconcile, right? So they're saying, yeah, let's reconcile. So what are they going to say? I think they're just going to talk about this. Look, everything crumbled down. There are bricks on the floor. We need to pick up these bricks. We need to start rebuilding the Tower. We need to get this back in functional order, all right? And the other thing that we both need to address is how nobody really noticed that, or nobody did anything. We walked away from this, right? We need to address that, because that is something you don't want them to do again, is walk away. And I think that's the biggest thing here. Okay. So yeah, reconciliation, that's kind of how the conversation will go. Should you be friends? I mean, if they fess up and they say, hey, this happened, we abandon it, and they just sort of take the loss, then I think that sort of says something good about it. That says that they understand that they made a mistake. They understand what happened, and you just gotta kind of go with that, right? You gotta go with that. And anyway, I think that's if they come out with that is going to be it. It's called the 8-bit tarot. No, it's called the pixel tarot. Actually, it is completely different. It is the pixelated tarot. So yeah, 8-bit tarot, pixelated tarot. It is in the same vein. Pixels be pixels. I mean, say that you can quote me on that. Pixels be pixels, my friend. The dice is up here. Results of taking a driving job that I wouldn't mind having in the first place. Let's see. Driving my life away. Looking for another way for me. You know what I mean? Ooh, I am driving my life away. Looking for a better way. All right, let's see. Dice. If driving is going to be good for you, maybe a little bit of that. Results about taking, about taking that. See if that's going to be all right. Okay, we did that. I'm trying to coordinate on my phone for the PayPals. My phone's been blowing up. So I posted my art to a local forum and it blew up. So I have lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people that want to pay me to draw portraits. So I'm like, all right, I'm sure, I guess. Sure, I guess. If you're a Patreon member, I'm about to query the Patreon people to see if you want your portrait on my upcoming Lenormand deck, if you're interested in that. All right, anyway. Let's see what's going on that. Results of taking a driving job I want. Is that going to be all right? Sun, King of Wands, 7 of Wands. Sure. It seems to be pretty clean. The Sun says getting into the sun, driving, doing all this stuff. I think that's going to be powerful for you. It's going to be good for you. I think that's going to have the capability, the pay that you want. It's going to have all the good stuff kind of in there that you're kind of looking for. So, I mean, the Sun says get out, do it, make it happen, move forward with all of that. King of Wands, this is something that you need to pursue. This is something that has some good stuff. Overall, I think this is something that will get you where you want to go. You got King of Wands, you got a 7 of Wands. Man, there is a level of pain in the butt about the driving. Could it be the gas prices? Maybe. Could it be some other sort of factors in here that is sort of, not exactly enthusiastic about it, or like, well, I'm not really sure if I should go full ham on it. There's a level of defensive against this, what I'm saying. The 7 over here, overall, I think you should take it. Just watch out. What is this, right? Maybe it's the gas prices. Maybe you're like, all right, this is something I wanted. We're driving. I'm getting reimbursed, but wow, the gas price, or the capability of logging everything with the gas price. Maybe use an app, or I don't know. I assume you're reimbursed if it is a driving job. So I'm sure mileage and all this other stuff, use an app and make that a little bit easier on you. Just make sure you don't get in a situation where it's a little 10 of Wands, or it's a little too much, or it's not going to be something that you're too thrilled about at the end of the day. It just looks like a job that you should take, a job that you should take care of, you should get. I think that's going to be all right. All right. What does M want to tell me, but they haven't even mentioned it yet? Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. Let's do the Victorian romantic, because this romantic indeed. Deviant Witch, I am answering questions. I am. That's what I do here. Deviant Witch, I answer lots and lots and lots of questions. Lots and lots and lots and lots of questions. Lover, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, let's see. Alan, hopefully they like your relationship, Lover. I'm just saying. Hopefully. All right, what does M want to say? That they haven't even mentioned yet. They haven't even said a thing about it. Like, what do they want to say? What is going on with that? Five of Pentacles. You got a Two of Wands, you got an Emperor, and a Five of Cups too? Oh my. Five of Pentacles into a Two of Wands. You know, it just feels like that there is, that they want to sort of say, you got a Five of Cups and a Five of Pentacles kind of in between this. That just feels like that maybe maybe they're ill content about something with the connection with that. The Emperor, the Two of Wands and whatnot, it feels like maybe they're just not content with every little piece. And a lot of times you're like, hey, I got a relationship, it's 90%, you know, could I use this extra 10%? I mean, that'd be lovely indeed, but I'm not going to sit there and hard line against it, a hard line for it when it is easily something that I enjoy. And you see that with the Two of Wands. They look for, maybe it's sort of the separation sometimes, they're all on the trip. It just feels like that everything is not as I guess they want a little bit better in some situations. The Emperor, maybe they don't have control maybe of some of the business trips. Maybe they don't have control of sort of getting some time with you, spending some time, the communication level and stuff like that. Kind of a loss of control is sort of bothering them with that. Would they rather just sort of be at home and hanging out and maybe making good connections and all this stuff? Maybe, but it just feels like that they're not quite 100%, but hey, 90% works as well. Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. This is your first reading where you have a couple of negative cards. Normally, it's just kind of there, right? So there you go. That's what they wanted to tell you, but they just haven't maybe had the time because they do seem to be busy with the trip and all this other stuff too. Lover, thank you for the good wishes. I'm feeling fantastic. Micah, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Oh man, let's see what's going on with that. So Christina is still sick. So I don't know. I am not. So I don't know. Hopefully my condition stays good because I got stuff to do. I got many things to do. So I got videos to make. I got some exciting videos. We're going to do behind the scenes videos up in here. And we're going to do some more YouTube shorts. We got a video series on astrology and tarot coming up. I'm pretty excited about that. We're sort of see kind of what the history, of course, see where things are with some of the astrology stuff and tarot. It's going to be pretty cool indeed. Swamp and Lady, welcome. Good to see you. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. It has been a minute. Swamp, how you doing? All right. Julie wants to know what's on M's mind regarding me today. The Tower, the Queen of Wands. Man, I think that they're a little bit envious of your job. I really think that's what we're looking at. Does that go back to the previous reading? Well, I'm kind of questioning that now. This is kind of a confusing thing. Queen of Wands. It just says that I see Julie rocking it. I see Julie making it. I see Julie getting everything that Julie needs done. And there's a lot of just built-in pent-up excitement with sort of Julie's job and how things are going. I think they just feel kind of jealous of that a little sometimes. They wish they had that level of control. They wish they had that level of mastery over some of the things that are happening and whatnot. Looking pretty good. Overall, their job or maybe their life or maybe some of the things that they're dealing with is just a level of the Tower of things are a little bit encumbrant for me. Things are a little bit hectic, and maybe the Tower moment is not something that I was kind of excited about, but at the end of the day, the Tower is what I kind of have to deal with. Overall, the Three of Cups, they're looking for looking for the emotional resonance, the emotional stability that you have a lot of times in dealing with your job, in dealing with kind of, what you need to do or some of the challenges or something like that. They just feel like that you do a lot better job at that than they do. They do have a Tower moment. They kind of want your level of coping or your level of dealing with some of this stuff is pretty good, and they kind of want that. Overall, the Hanged Man, they just feel like that you got it going on. They feel like you got it rocking, and ultimately, yeah, a little jealous sometimes, but that's quite okay. This is something that they love, and this is something that they are excited about you, and I think that they do take a lot of cues from how you do things, and they get a lot of inspiration from what you do and how you do things, because overall they find it like better a lot of times than how they do. Anyway, at least that's what I'm saying. That is the reading. Julie, thank you again for your generous donations. I appreciate that. Mike is next. Mike wants to know, will they finally manage to deliver the freaking document? GK, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's put this back. A little Victorian romantic is nothing about documents. I mean, if we're looking for documentation, we're looking for all of the documents. Natalie, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. Look at you, Natalie. Natalie's coming in with the dono. All right, let's make it. Let's make it. Now, where are these documents? I've been waiting for these things. I mean, I've been waiting. We've been looking. We got the Tarot Tower. Do you see any documents? Well, I don't see any documents at all. Where are these things that Chiro knows? Chiro understands the documents, understands what's going on. You know, I'm just saying. Chiro understands where the documents are, and Chiro's going to let us know where the documents are indeed. By the way, I'm going to start playing the lottery twice a week, and I'm going to use the Thoth deck. I'm going to use the Thoth deck to do my lottery numbers. So we're going to use the Thoth to do lottery numbers. We're going to do it 2 times a week, okay? And I'm going to see where this goes. So if I do end up winning a lot of money, I'm going to show you my method. I'm going to show you my technique, or what I do, how I get the numbers and what have you, come up with a system. Now, that is if I win a lot of money. So, hey, and, you know, and if I don't, then you'll never hear me talk about it again, because, you know, I like to share success. If I can figure it out, and if I can get that tweak to where, yeah, I'm winning money, we're getting some money from that, then I will share my method for that. So I'm going to tweak it. I'm going to play with it. We're going to see where it goes. And because I always said that if I wanted winning lottery numbers, I'd play the Thoth deck. So we're going to get the Thoth deck. I'm going to film it, but not show it to you. But when I win, then I'm going to show it to you. So, hey, I may lose every time, but hey, you know what? If I lose $4 a week, I think I'm going to be okay. I think I'm going to be just fine. I think, you know, $4 a week, it'd be just great. One day, we know what happened. You know, the stream's not going to disappear. I'm just saying, if I win money, like real money, I will be back, and I will make a video. I will show you exactly what I did, exactly how I interpreted the numbers. It'll have a big-ass entertainment purposes only on there, but you know how that is. You got to have that one. But I like it because it's only $2 a ticket, and you only play 2 times a week. So the maximum you're going to spend is $4. So, I mean, you know, that's reasonable for me. I don't want to do scratch offs. So some of these scratch offs are like $50 freaking dollars. Screw that. Anyway, will they finally get me my documents? Jeez, the sun just says yes. The sun says yes. It's just this flow of the documents that need. The documents have been either pent up. There's something wrong with the flow. The flow is not going the way that it should be. Overall, they're headed your way. They are headed your way, and they do get delivered. The sun. Oh, were we talking next week? Are we talking? Mike, we may be talking next week. I mean, we may be talking next week. I don't know where that came from. Next week, maybe week after. It just feels like the flow begins again. It is pent up. It is not going into the level that it needs to go, but it just feels like that this is a time. This is a time, a ticking clock of days. And I really think 1, maybe 2 weeks. Is the thought interpreted differently than other decks? Absolutely yes. So yeah, we'll see about that. Anyway, we got the next reading is what are my soul cards from the Avatar deck? Ooh, let's see what kind of soul cards you have. I'm not sure how to interpret this reading. Do you just want me to pick cards out of the avatar deck and those are your soul cards? I guess. I don't know. I mean, maybe V. I've never had that question. I've had a lot of questions, like 40,000 readings. Yeah, I've never had this question. What are my soul cards? I mean, I'll pull 3 cards for you. We'll see what it's going to be on. What are your soul cards? Well, let's do a little bit like, what are my soul cards and why, right? I think we're going to do the why, too. I like that. The 8 of Air. Oh, that is interesting. That is a soul card. What the hell's holding you back? I mean, V, let's be honest with each other. What is holding you back? This is asking you a direct question. It's not even playing anymore. Hooping Rampant, thank you for your hanging out with us tonight. I appreciate you being here. 8 of Air, what is holding you back? Is it a person, V? Is it a person? Is it individual? Is it something in your mind? Are you like, oh damn, I can't go do this because I'm just gonna be throttled with this. I can't do this because I'm just gonna fail. I mean, is it your thoughts? Is it somebody? That's interesting. It's 8 of Air. What is holding you back, V? You got to tell us. 9 of Earth. You have all sorts of things scattered around. You started stuff and you didn't finish it. You started this project over here. You just didn't finish it. You started this stuff here. You just couldn't get it done. A lot of stuff on the floor, a lot of stuff that you're working on, a lot of stuff that you had possibilities on, a lot of stuff that you were waiting for that you just didn't finish. Unfinished work is just throttling you as well. King of Fire. Man, basically just ride your way to success. I mean, just ride your way to success. You're perched, you're ready to go, you're on there, you're ready to rock, you're ready to move into the next big thing. Maz, thank you for your donation. But man, it's time to go. V, it's time to go. Is it time to finish these projects? Damn straight. Is it time to get this thing and just hack it up and get it out of our way? Absolutely. But there are your soul cards. That is, I've never done that reading before, but I liked it. It was kind of fun. So it's like put it back on V, right? V, you tell us what is holding you back. Here are your cards. Here are your soul cards. Here are your your focus. So like what is back there? Anyway, we're applying a lot of jobs into mid-September. We're planning it right now. I think that is fantastic. That is good. YouTube user. Again, I mean, we're back to your level of success, your level of motivation is going to go way up when you get a new job. I think that's the bottom thing. It's just going to go up. You're going to see a level of success. It's like I can taste that success. I can see the success. I think that's the big thing, right? The big thing. So let's see what's going on with that. Planning on applying these jobs. Should I continue to work for the current company, want stability and more money? Everybody wants more money. Man, you need that stability. Obviously YouTube user, you could use more money. Everybody could just use more money, right? But you need that stability. I think that stability will just really motivate you. It'll just pull you out of the funk that you're kind of in there. All right, should I look or continue to work for the current company? Strength says death. 8 of Air, the Emperor. You don't need to go all out and just quit looking. You need to keep your eyes open. Okay, you need to keep your eyes open. This is something, and I know it's repetitive, right? It's sort of it's saying it's repetitive. The death card. You need a change. We're back to what I said earlier. The change is going to motivate you. It is going to excite you. It's going to be something that brings some exhilaration to there and what you got going on. I think that is going to be very good. Fatine, sorry about forgetting your rating. We'll get you up after GK. Strength card says you need to do both. You just need to do both. We have a level of excitement, a level of movement, a level of having it done, and we can do both at the same time. Obviously, there's a level of make sure you get your work done and what have you before you sort of move into that. The thing that's going to get you more stable, the thing that's going to make you happy and get you the stability that you want is to be in control. Because I think that you are at a level of, I don't have a lot of control here, and if I can get it, that's going to be good. In other words, like you're just sort of riding the waves and you're feeling like you're getting pulled in this direction, then you're getting pulled in that direction. And there's no consistency, and you need the consistency. Emperor, once you get that level of control, you're going to be happy. Right now, you are kind of stifled a little bit. You don't have a lot of the things. And I think, too, that you are feeling like that you're just failing. You're feeling like you're failing because you're trying all these things. You're not getting into these things. And it just feels like failing. And I think once you fail enough, it does work your nerves. It does make you feel like, hey, maybe I'm not the emperor. Maybe I don't have the control or what have you. Anyway, let's get a general reading for the Little Buddha Tarot. You'll know you love it. Some little Buddhas in the tarot cards. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Josephina wants a little bit of a general action in here. Man. So y'all excited? I mean, we're going to do, I always said the thought, I was like, yeah, lottery, the thought. And today I'm at the grocery store and they have all of the ones where you can put your own numbers in. And I'm thinking, should I? I'm like, yes, I should actually. Yes, I think I should. Let's go for it. Let's see. Let's say, hey, win the fat cash. Let's say 10 of Swords. Jesus, with a 10 of Wands, with a 9 of Pentacles, you're going in reverse, Josephina. You're going in reverse. You need to fix it. You are going in reverse. You skip to the end. Here's the reading for you. You skipped to the end, and it didn't work out for you. I went straight for the 10s. I just went for the end, all right? I'm just like, let's go to the end. We're like reading a novel, and you just flip to the last, 20 pages, right? You want to go to the end. You want to see what the ending is like. The 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. It feels like you rushed there. You rushed to the end. Feels like that's not the place you need to be, not the opportunity that you need to have. It just feels like that's not something that you kind of want to be. So basically back up. So what does that mean, right? Maybe you went, so like in martial arts, right? Everybody wants to do all the advanced stuff, but the true meaning of the martial arts is doing basics, right? So you want to do your basic moves, your basic, patterns, your basic things, and you want to do those over and over and over and over. If you master those, basically, you don't really do anything advanced. You never really learn anything advanced in the martial arts. You just combine the basic stuff and you stack it into a different order, right? You stack it into a different order. So let's do an example with art, okay? There's not really anything advanced with art, with oil painting. You get colors and you put it on a canvas. That's it. You're getting colors, you put it on a canvas. Kind of swipe the brush in a cool way. Sure, why not? But realistically, you just get the color and you put it on the canvas. And that's it, right? So there's no really advanced thing. So you look at, oh my God, this portrait over here is super advanced. I have so much problems. Well, not really. You match the color and you put it on the canvas. So the basics are matching the color. The basics are doing the basic moves in the martial arts. There's no advanced. And I think what happened is you didn't get the basics down and you skip to the end. It's a little much. So go back and do the basics. Do your basic martial arts move. Learn how to mix up a color and match it and just put it on the canvas. I mean, that's basically it, right? So go back to the basics. I think the basics are going to be your key. And there you are. They are indeed. People are like, how the hell did you get that reading from those cards? I mean, I'm just saying. Because you have 10s and now you're like reversing a little into a 9. That's what I'm saying. IL, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And the rest of it is life experience. The rest of it is stuff I do all the time. Anyway, what does Alan think about our relationship? Well, Lover, your name is Lover. So I'm assuming that Alan is just in love with you.
I love you.
If not, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be a little awkward. If not, it's going to be a little awkward. Yeah. All right. Lover needs love. Who would have thought? I guess. Next week, reading. We'll get you next week reading indeed. Before that, though, what does Alan think about this match, about this relationship, about this love? Is that, oh, Jesus. Page of Pentacles. Empress. The Fool. They like it. I think this is just a positive, easy, very good read. I love it. IL, thank you for joining the family. I appreciate you. By the way, if you want to donate if you want to donate a membership, I enabled gifts so you can donate memberships. So it's like Twitch, to where you can like buy 5 memberships and then YouTube will randomly assign them to people. So if you want to donate memberships, you can do that. Anyway, they like it. This is a beautiful read over here. Get the love balloons before we even warm up. The Empress. If you're just going to start off with the Empress, you're kind of done with the read. Okay, like, what do you think about the relationship, the Empress? Not only just sort of a comfortable card, great card, just new beginnings, just sort of a great level of sort of a birth of something new, something that's going to be great. Page of Pentacles. I mean, does Alan really know what they're doing sometimes? No. They're like, geez, I make a lot of mistakes sometimes. I feel that too. Make a lot of mistakes sometimes. You just kind of got to deal with it. That's the way it is. The Fool says, I'm just on this for the adventure. I'm ready to go. And Lover, that's the important part. If somebody has the motivation, if somebody has the excitement, and they're like, I'm ready to go, this is something that I'm excited about, that really counts as like 90% of it right there. You're pretty much done, right? Because that's all you need in life is some excitement, a level of exuberation, a level of good news with that. I think that's where it is. Well, that's easy for me to say. That is where it is at. That is what you need. The Deviant Witch? What do I need to do to get out of this mental rut I'm in? I'll get you out. I'm like a motivational speaker at this point. I mean, I'll get you out of any damn rut you're in. If anybody is like in a rut, come here. I'll tell you exactly what you need to do. We're going to use the thought. No, actually, that's a terrible idea. We're going to use the teddy bears. And we're just going to make this happen here, because that is, expressive page cards. Yeah, I know. Andrew makes a great point. Amy knows how to make a court card, because so many court cards is like dudes staring at you, lady staring at you. It's like, well, not sure what that means exactly, but Amy's decks picks it up and takes it to the next level. It really takes it to the next level. And that's what's important, right? Because you need court cards that are going to tell you how they feel, what they think. You need court cards that are expressive, like Andrew's talking about. And I think that really makes it much better and a much smoother read and an easier read, And I think Amy does that better than, almost as good. Chris Ann's court cards, I think, are the most kind of expressive, but Amy, I think, is in a close second, in my opinion. Deviant Witch, okay, we had a mental rut. Ace of Wands, you got to work your way out of it. Here's the thing. When we're in a rut, when we're stuck, when we're in a corner, when we're not making a lot of things happen, when we're sort of stuck in certain ways, you got to get out of it. And sitting around hoping to get out of it, or woe is me, I just think that that's not the way to do it. I mean, you got to get out of it. You got to make it happen, because there is a level of woe is me, and everybody does love occasionally some woe is me ism. Okay. Cause sometimes you are having just a really crap week. You're just like, F it, I'm staying in bed. I mean, it's like the weekend. It's like Saturday. It's like, I could get up. I could do all of this fun stuff. I could do all of this sort of, get out there, do some excursions. I could make this progress. I could do this. But reality is, you're like, F it, I'm staying in bed. Right? And that's your first mistake, because the Ace of Wands says you need to get out of the bed. You need to go. You need to do some stuff and get yourself out of the rut. If you don't do anything, you're going to be stuck there. You're not going to be making the progress. You're not going to be making the expansion. You're not going to be having the fun that you need to be having. And you're going to walk in the snow, injured in your rut for a long time. You just have to work your way out of it. Here's the thing. You need to eliminate your burden. That sounds like something out of a movie. What was it? Ease Your Burden. What movie is that? Anyway, you need to ease your burden. You need to eliminate your burden. And that's the big thing here, because what's your burden? Deviant. Is it mental? I mean, is it? Is it something that I'm constantly like, crap. Oh man, I tried this diet. I'm just not cut out to lose the weight. I mean, I tried, I did keto, I did this, I tried this, I did that, and you're in there, you have all of these things and they're just weighing on you. You're like, this diet ain't working, blah, 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 blah. And you have all of these reasons right here and you're carrying them around. You're proud of them at that, right? You're proud of them. I know I can't do keto. I know I can't do high carb vegan. I know I can't do this. I know I can't do that. I'm carrying that around and I'm kind of proud of it. I mean, that sounds bad, but I'm kind of proud of it. I'm saying, look, I'm in a rut. Can't lose this weight. I'm carrying all this information around. And ultimately, stop carrying that crap. Stop carrying it around. The devil says it's not doing you any good. The patterns that you're doing aren't doing you any good. The thoughts aren't doing you any good. Staying in the rut, sleeping in, is not doing you any good. The bottom card, the bottom line here is the Ace of Wands. You need to just do something. Just do something. It's like me when I needed to lose my weight. I weighed 415 pounds. First thing out of my mouth was this right here. I had all these thoughts. I tried high carb vegan. I can't lose my weight. I tried keto. I can't lose my weight. I found a way. I basically just kept doing things until something worked. And then I hooked onto that and I did an Ace of Wands and I made it work and I lost 240 freaking pounds. You got to do this. You just got to do that. Could I have sat there for the rest of my life at 415 pounds and said, this ain't working. Let me carry this. Sure, why not? I carry the devil around. That's no problem. Ultimately, work your way through it. That's just it. That is just it. So that is my opinion on there. So, hopefully that's a little bit. Hopefully that helped. I don't know if that helped or not. You're probably like, oh my God, that didn't help me at all. I don't know. Well, thank you for the $5 anyway. What's happening in July and August for some lovin's? GK needs that lovin's. GK, I want to get you some lovin's. Well, not personally, but you know what I'm saying. Just get some lovin's for GK. See what's going on. A little bit of an action over here. Oh my Jesus, we got a nice donation over PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Courtney, thank you so much. A very generous donation. Let's go with the deck that we all know and love. Wizard. I mean, it's just the Wizard. But yeah, let's find out. Let's find out what's going on. Anyway, let's see what's happening here. What is happening, speaking of which? We need some lovin's. We need some lovin's. Lover needed some lovin's and GK needed some lovin's. I mean, if y'all want to talk, I'm not playing match. I'm just saying. All right, let's see what's going on with that. Anyway, July, August. Oh, Jesus, you got the Lover's card. Just straight out of the box. Like you open up, you get an Amazon package and you open it up and like a cat jumps out or something. This is just amazing. This is just amazing is what this is. So you got the Lovers here. You got the Magician. You got Temperance. We're warming up this damn thing with 3 majors. All right. I think this is the time for you to basically score what you want to score, to get the love balloons that you need, to have all of this stuff. Can we do the party balloons too? Is that illegal? I mean, maybe we got double balloons. I think that's okay. But yeah, I think this is your time. It really is. This is something we've really been pent up. We've really been excited about. The Lovers by itself, I'd have said it's looking pretty good, right? But then you got all the other freaking majors up in here. You got the Magician up here. It's almost like that you're in an astrology, basically alignment of astrology, to where this is your time to do some actions, to make it happen, to find the love that you need, to find all of the passion that you are going to get happening with the Temperance. Man, it is almost like a spell being cast. It is almost like some open doors or some light coming in from the Ten of Swords. Says the restrictions, things that are holding us back, man, they just got released. I else like, what the hell about the Ten of Swords? We'll do a deep dive. We'll do a deep dive up in here. All right. So we only got we got 4 more readings to go. 10 of Swords at the beginning means it's time to slice the older ways out. Okay, so we put the 10 of Swords at the end. You got a little bit of a different reading then. You got to put 10 of Swords in the middle. You kind of got a different thing. 10 of Swords at the beginning says it's time to cut out something. What are we cutting out? Clearly, we're about to open a door into just like the Matrix, basically, right? This is like GK's ultimate Matrix love section over here, right? So if we have we have the heart of hearts. So this is the ultimate love section over here, right? You got the heart of hearts. You got all of this stuff over here. Now you have a section from here to there that says, let's cut out maybe GK's has a lot of bad stuff going on. Maybe GK has a lot of crap dates. Went to Starbucks, had a crappy date, got the small coffee, got the hell out of there. Maybe GK's had some rough dates where they got dumped. Maybe GK has no dates. All that's about to change. So you have this big elemental shift between here and here. And the 10 of Swords is like, let's slice all of that other crap out. That's what it means. And that's good. That's good. Because everybody's all like bad card or whatever, right? Oh, no. That's a transitionary card. It's like a death card at that point, in my opinion. In my opinion, is what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying right now. GK is about to hit the gold mine up in there. Speaking of gold mine, YouTube users got another donation. Thank you, YouTube user. I appreciate you. All right. See, we're like, wait a minute. I said after GK, we would do Fatine. I guess after Natalie, we'll do Fatine. Natalie, you're next after this. Anyway, let's go. Should I continue to pursue my current relationship or just get the hell out of here? Right? How's my partner feel about this thing? Should I continue to do it? Should I mean, maybe they're working my nerves, you know? That's all right. We'll use the wizard one more time. Uno mas is what we'll do. We'll use the wizard one more time. Get us some pretty focused stuff going on here and make it happen. Oh, Jesus. It's always rough when you start with it. It's always rough when we start with this one. I mean, come on. Dorothy, thank you for your donut. Dorothy knows what I'm talking about. It's like the rest of these is just kind of decoration, like fun decoration, you know, because the Hermit just says maybe it's time to move. We're going to go. I'm going to go all in here. Page of Wands, got a King of Pentacles. And clearly it's time to just move on. Clearly this is maybe a dead end. Clearly this is something you've been putting up with. You're at your wit's end. We're sort of concluded with it. It's time to move on. A Hierophant, man, it is. Somebody has been telling you to move on, Natalie. Somebody has been whispering in your ear. They're like, Natalie, get the hell out. Hierophant. You're almost like you're getting lectured with it. Man, I mean, you got friends that are saying to move on. I think they've been saying move on. I think it's difficult for you to move on. It is. Queen of Wands. I think you do have a level of expectation, right? I think you have a level of expectation here about sort of this Queen of Wands, that you think you can do something magically to make it work. Maybe you could wave a wand. Maybe you could do some miracle thing to make it work. Page of Wands being reversed says, well, there's only so much. And it feels like you've already done it, right? You've already done that. King of Pentacles ultimately says, be happy with yourself. Be confident with yourself. And the fact that you can get somebody else, not going to be a problem. If the relationship isn't working for you and you've tried, if you have people that are sort of convincing you to maybe move on, get another opportunity, maybe it is time to get that next opportunity. Ultimately, it is time to move on. It is time to move on. No love balloons for you. It may be time to move on indeed. All right. Now, I promised Fatine. We skipped Fatine yesterday. I apologize, Fatine, again. Let's go with Fatine's read and see what's going on with that. Let's reverse. Okay. I may ask Omar's feelings and intentions towards me. Let's see what's going on. A little bit of a manga tarot over here. I like it. Love me some manga tarots. As you can tell, I buy them all. I buy all of them. So, anime, manga, I don't know. I just like it. Something's going on with it. I just like it. KD. I like KD too. KD, what's going on? All right, Omar's thoughts and feelings towards me. Knight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. Let's work on it. We got good feelings. Knight of Cups is the Mr. Romance. Something where romance is building. It's got some good feels, some good emotions, some good potential with that. Knight of Pentacles says we had something nice. Let's get something nice again. And the Eight of Pentacles says it could be some work. Now, this could be something that needs more than a Band-Aid. Maybe it could be more than a Band-Aid. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but at least it looks pretty promising. At least it looks pretty good, in my opinion, with that. Maz, something's holding Maz back. Let's find out what it is. Man, popped up for me. Yeah, I enabled gift memberships. Basically, if you want a membership... What a membership is normally like Patreon. So YouTube is trying to take over the Patreon space, right? They want me to share a post or a video with you if you're a member. But I want to give stuff away instead. So what I did was I made a bunch of emojis, which is the only thing I can do. And the emojis... anyway, I can't make it free, so I made it $1. So the membership is $1. So if you want to donate that memberships, you can buy $1 membership and it'll randomly donate it to somebody, or you could pick it or something. I don't know. I'm just saying. So yeah, you can gift memberships to other people. Sure, why not? I guess. Yeah. So if you want everybody in chat to be a member, you'd buy like a few. I don't know. It's on Twitch. See, they're ripping stuff off of Twitch. Twitch has a sub. So in other words, I pay $5 a month and I get, emojis on Twitch and I get a sub badge. Okay. So you get the same thing on YouTube. YouTube took that. Now, Twitch also has a gift sub. So I can gift 20 subs to the stream and I'll buy 20 subs. It'll randomly give it to people. Okay. So now YouTube borrowed that too. They seem to be basically taking all the Twitch things and borrowing them. They also borrowed some Patreon features, but yeah, it's whatever. Anyway, what's holding me back? Seven of Swords and a Hermit. Ace of Wands. You like other people's approval. Man, how much approval do you need? Maz, how much approval do you need? Seven of Swords. I like other people's approval. If I'm going to do something, I wouldn't mind having a couple of, thumbs up. I mean, maybe, a little thumbs up action. But yeah, the Seven of Swords into the Hermit. It seems you need to be more independent. That's what's partially holding you back. Being more independent, being more sort of focused on your abilities, your powers, what is good for you, what is going to be most beneficial for you without waiting for others' approval. You don't need approval. You're Maz. You're good at whatever the hell you're going to do. You're going to be great at it. So do you need everyone's approval? No. You're going to be amazing at it. It doesn't really matter. Can you go forth without others' approval? Absolutely. Is it better with somebody's approval? Sure, why not? But do you need it? No, not really. Ace of Wands says just do it. Who cares about other people's opinions? So that basically is it.